Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here, both old and new subscribers alike. Just to let you guys all know that all of my readings on this channel are timeless. So feel free to scroll through any of my videos on this channel and watch as many times as you want. I do believe that perception changes. You're never guided anywhere for no reason. So I do not believe in the message this may or may not resonate, because it's just not how energy dynamics work, okay, you guys? So it's like, you know, likes attract likes. If you're here, it's because there's something here for you. It might not be absolutely everything, but you have to tap into your intuition. That's a message I'm already getting from the beginning. It's not just an intro. To pick up on little things that are specific to you. There may be images on the cards that stand out to you and are, you know, a particular message, a synchronicity just for you. You have to pick up on those kind of things. This is a new addition to my channel. I'm so excited about it. If you're new, just to introduce myself, I'm a medium. What that means is I'm a no tools reader by nature. My main ability is channeling. So you're going to see, in addition to this new addition to my channel, a lot of my other readings are like 1 to 2 hours long. Those are very, very in-depth readings. These are too, but those go in. There's a lot of channeling. There's a lot of everything. Those aren't going absolutely anywhere. Again, those are timeless, so feel free to scroll through my channel and, you know, look into those. These are a new addition, which I'm very excited about. These are you versus them readings. So it's more not just a general reading like the other ones that touch love, touch anything that comes out through channeling. A lot of paranormal stuff happens in those readings, you know, where anything goes. These are you versus them. So these are specific love readings, okay? These are specifically love readings for somebody that has another person in their life. Even if you don't, it could be someone that's approaching your life and you just don't see it yet. I do want to emphasize that I didn't emphasize the last time that I posted one of these. I might say you and I'm actually talking about them, and I might say them and I'm actually talking about you. It's interchangeable. You have to see again how it resonates. So again, these are straight to the point. What I'm going to do is pull 7 cards for you and 7 cards for the other person. Again, even though I just said that, they can be interchangeable. Then I'm going to go into a mutual energy, anything that comes out, or I'm guided to pull an oracle card for both of you and the likely outcome and what's happening now. Remember, this could have already happened or it's already, you know, coming into fruition. And please know that we have free will. So this is the current energy. Again, these are timeless. But a lot of these times, it's also like a heads up. You can change the energy. It's kind of telling you where it's at right now. You might get guidance on how to change a situation. I know I said that these readings are not meant to include a lot of channeling at all. They're supposed to be straight to the point, but I cannot help it, you guys. I'm a medium. Okay, this card came out the last reading, and here it is again. I just picked it up. That's a death card. That was a main card and a main emphasis in the last you versus them that I posted. And also, I just posted on my community tab a picture of a peacock that just opened all its feathers, which had a spiritual meaning. So if you didn't see that, go click it. I like copied the meaning of that. That has a lot to do with transformation. The death means an ending. Okay, the death means an ending. Oh wow, they just showed me the 10 of Swords in my mind. That didn't come out. The 10 of Swords is an ending, like feeling backstabbed. It's like you're done, like something, or at least you feel that way. But since they just showed me that and then they just followed that with the death card, the death means ending, but it's not a bad card. No, it does not mean dying. It means death and transformation. It means something ending so something can transform, like there is no other way. Now that can apply to your life in many ways, but energy is not specific to just one thing. You cannot just have something manifest energetically in one aspect of your life and have it not transfer into every area of your life. So this could be a death and transformation that's happening within yourself, like old aspects of you that you're realizing. This is you versus them. So this is in regards to love that you're realizing is affecting your way of your ability to connect with people on a deep soul level, even if you think that you were, or old patterns that are really blocking you from having abundance. Abundance is not just physical, like material. It's also your abundance in your relationship. But remember that everything goes hand in hand. So if you're not having abundance in one department, it's affecting everything. Okay, but this also means like a death, an ending in some kind of a connection, you versus them, that you had with someone. But because they just showed me in my mind, again, I'm channeling that, the 10 of Swords, it means like it feels like it's like done, like there's no hope here. But with the Death card, it means that this happened, so that it can transform. But it has two meanings. It could also mean this ending happened, or this, it doesn't have to be a particular breakup. It could be, most likely, but it could be like a separation, or you feel like some kind of disconnect between this and this, you and this person, or maybe you're not talking as much. You feel like some kind of uneasiness because your dynamic changed. They want you to know that happened, maybe so you can transform something in your relationship, but most importantly, it's so that it can lead you to transform something within you. Now, remember, we have free will. That's the message they're giving me. So I'm getting right now, like, with this card being such a heavy emphasis in the last reading and now again, it's like, oh, a soul connection, and that came out last reading, you versus them too, is 100% in this. I said every reading is different. It's supposed to be straight to the point, but I already, like, I'm channeling this so strong. A soul connection is absolutely here. Are you meant to come together? Yes, but that's just not the way that it works. At the end of the day, we have the choice of what we're going to manifest. You cannot just stick to the fact that you have a long time connection with this person or soul connection. That means it's going to manifest in the 3D reality as like a life partner. That if you have a soul connection, you will eternally be connected to this person. You cannot unbreak that until the day you die and beyond. But you have the choice depending on how you approach this connection. And again, it could be interchangeable because everything's a two-way street if this is going to manifest. So I'm getting with this Death card, like off the bat, and it keeps coming up, that right now you guys are in a transitional period. And really, I cannot tell you right now if you're going to come together or not. I'm telling you that there's a strong possibility for it. But it really is in your hands and in the hands of the other. Like, you're really at a breaking point where this will either manifest or it won't. And remember that you and this person mirror energy is what I'm getting, because it's a soul connection. So they might feel like there's no hope, but if you change your vibration, there's a high possibility that they will be pulled to your energy, because ultimately your connection is the strongest that exists. Like, it's deep. So if in the 3D you're able to exhibit what's your reality with this person, which is really like your soul connection is a true reality. However, you can have trauma, you can have toxic patterns that stop your connection, stop your ability to connect with this person on a real way, in a way that really, really reflects the true essence of your connection. And that's the thing about soul connections, is that you feel it deeply, but if the way that you are living, making choices, it's free will in your life, if it doesn't purely reflect the essence that is your true connection on the 5D, on the energetic plane, like on a real, you will always feel more tension and a bigger desire to separate than anybody else, because it's deeper. So even though you don't know why, I mean, you might know why, like things that are happening in your connection, but more than anyone, that disconnect, you're going to feel it energetically more than anyone, because you know intuitively what it's supposed to be. And the only way that this can transform is you transforming yourself. So right now I'm getting, like, honestly, I have to be honest. Whatever choices you make right now determine what the outcome is going to be with this person by the end of the year. They're making that very clear for whoever is here. I don't know why they just had me go into, oh my God, it was 9/11 on my device when I said that. 9/11, we know, first of all, you can Google synchronicities. Numbers are big synchronicities. So they're asking you to YouTube search angel number 9/11 or Google search it, or both, angel number 9/11. You're going to get a message. Read it. There's a message in there for you. But also we know that 9/11 is like the emergency card. And that goes hand in hand. It's like right now, like, and I saw that 10 of Swords is like an emergency, like you're like bleeding out. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're being called to action right now, to change. And no, stop pointing your fingers at the other person, because you guys reflect each other. All right, so what I'm going to do, yes, and look, I was just about to shuffle, and I'm not going to pull it out. I am going to shuffle though. This is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning with clarity. There's a hand. Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm going to just say it off the bat. This whole like being super mindful of pronouns is really obnoxious to me. It has nothing to do with me having an issue with the LGBTQ community. Are you kidding me? My aunt is a part of that community and I love her to death. Okay. I have no issue with it. It's just that I'm not going to undo 35 years of programming in speaking pronouns right now just for my channel. That doesn't mean like in human life, if I have to respect somebody, whatever, that's your choice, whatever you want to be called. But for the sake of keeping my energy flowing, if I want to say he or she, you want to interchange that, please do so. Because every time I have to stop and say masculine energy, feminine energy, not he, not she, it literally stops my connection. Like my like it's a zone, like it stops me, and then I have to like get back into the connection with spirit, and it's a little bit obnoxious, I have to be honest. So right here there's a female hand, again, doesn't have to be, but I'm not going to keep repeating that. Okay, so that's like feminine energy, which is like the nurturing energy, which is like the life force, right? She's the one that has the hand on the swords. It's a brand new beginning with clarity and sticking to that truth. That truth is that energetic connection that I was talking about. And also, every time I get the Ace of Swords, when I'm saying that, when I'm saying any kind of message, it's the divine's way of saying, no, this is confirmation. This is like the sword of truth. No, I'm really emphasizing that. The suit of swords signify your mind, your intellect, your thought. Yeah, look, 9 of Swords. I said 10 of Swords. 9 of Swords. I was about to say the suit of swords, and here it is again, the Ace of Swords. Don't worry, I'm going to do the you versus them, but this is very important. This is very important because swords signify your mind, your intellect, your thoughts, and ultimately also signifies communication. Why? Because your thought patterns is what leads you to communicate in a certain way. We all know that you speak things into existence. You think things into existence. You manifest. So if this is like an urgent message, 911, that you have to right this second while you watch this. Do yourself a favor and meditate. Try to see something from a different perspective. Chill with your thoughts, because you're manifesting something that's not supposed to be right now. And it's based off anxiety. It's based off old programming and everything that keeps you stuck. The 9 of Swords is the card literally of overthinking, of anxiety, of sleepless nights, all of that. See the swords, again, it's your thoughts. They're stabbing this woman's brain. They're stabbing these women's brain. And didn't they emphasize the 10 of Swords, which is like ending, done? That to me, oh my God, yeah. So 9 of Swords plus the Ace of Swords. The Ace is 1, means signifies number 1. What's 9 plus 1? Holy ish, it's all coming together now. What's 9 plus 1? It's 10. 10 of Swords. What number did we emphasize? 911. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. And this might have something to do with whoever's in the feminine energy, because I keep seeing that over and over in the images. There are males here. Again, the gender-ish. I'm not stopping to explain that. Please forgive me. There are stars here above this. Again, this is supposed to be, and it will be, a you versus them, like straight to the point. But if something comes out and it's an urgent message, I have to. It's my duty. The stars above her are like, I saw like the star card, which is healing. So you're trying to heal. Look at all this dark energy. This like dark energy that keeps you, like she's hovering, hugging herself, like she's freaking out. You are a prisoner of your own mind, and you are one sword away from like stopping the ability of this ever manifesting. I'm telling you, it's self-sabotage central. So they're asking you, before you get to that 10 of Swords, please accept the Death card instead, which is an ending, and transform it. Instead of going to the 10 of Swords, instead of going to the 10 of Swords, split it into 9 plus 1, because if you do that, you get the Ace of Swords. It's okay, I'm going to control my thoughts. That's a message for somebody. All right, so I'm going to pull 7 for you, 7 for them. Remember, it's interchangeable. Wow. Again, these are supposed to be like, but again, you know, that was 14 minutes of channeling. I'm not supposed to do a lot of channeling here, but if that's what comes out, And we know what 911 means, and we saw the 9-1 again. That means it's an important message, okay? So that's just that. All right, let's see what we got here for you. I'm also very thankful. Thank you for whoever's joining me on the live right now. I want you to know this is like a hybrid of live. These are the premieres, because the lives are just like you click, you're like officially, like you're doing the reading. This is absolutely about love. Look, Lover's card. And the Sun. Holy ish, is a soul connection. Wow, the Sun is the divine, the happiest card in the Lovers. That's what you're supposed to have with this person. It's like live, like I'm actually doing the reading as I go. So, you know, but the premieres are cool because this is actually pre-recorded, and then you get to premiere it and go live and watch it with, you know, you can choose to watch it with your subscribers, which I'm excited about. So if you catch this the moment it premieres, we get to chat together. We get to chat together in the live chat box. And then it's available for rewatching and watching if you miss it. Like, it doesn't go away. Then it just posts and stays the same. You understand? Okay. All right, so let's get to it. Wow. But again, usually I'm just like, I go to this, but that's an urgent message. They just took over and we're like, nah, we have to put that out there. All right, so 7 for you. Let's see what we got. Okay. Whoa. King of Wands. Again, the 8 of Cups. And that came out last, you versus them too. The 8 of Cups is walking away. King of Wands. So this is a male right here. Again, masculine energy, you take it as it resonates. So this is something with this person. The King of Wands, first of all, knows what he wants. He's passionate as hell, but he's standing his ground. And in this deck, the way that I'm looking at it, for it to be the first card is like very significant. This King of Wands. The King of Wands is like passionate. He's very passionate. So he's also passionate about what he believes in. This is somebody like, no BS. I'm not dealing with BS right now. I know what I want, and I'm not settling for less, even if there is a soul connection. Because Wands also signify spirituality, you understand? Especially because there's this halo on the top. So this person knows what they feel for you. But the fact that, again, it has nothing to do with physical, you know, anatomy, but he has muscles. It just shows somebody that's like strong and built, like he got it together, and there's a sun, he's clear. You see, he's looking the other way. I always see like the cards, the way he's looking the other way. He's looking the other way, even though he's holding this wand passionately, like kind of like, I know what I want. I know what I stand for. And I'm passionate about that. And I'm going to look the other way until something changes. Again, this is interchangeable. You could feel that way about each other. Okay? And this is going to be a back and forth until you guys come correct. I'm getting there's like a lack of trust here. Okay? So that's 1. Whoa. So definitely a lack of trust here. Hold on. 2. This is 2 that came out together. High Priestess. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is like a... What's the word? I don't want to say downgrade. But it's like a retracting. It's like a retracting, because you go from page to knight to king and emperor. You don't go from king to knight. This can mean 2 things. So this could be, this person was once like trying to commit to you some way, somehow. Again, it could be vice versa. Even if it's a man, it could be you if you're a woman watching. You take it as it resonates. And then they kind of retracted their offer, and now they're showing up as a knight. Now they're showing up with like less determination because they're not sure, or you're not sure. This is the you versus them. This is you. This is the you section, but again, it's interchangeable. Just ignore my pronouns. It's whatever comes to my head. Because they're not sure what's going on here, or if they can trust this. There's a lack of trust. Like this 2 of Pentacles came out last reading too. It's like in between 2 options, 2 choices. The High Priestess is your intuition. The High Priestess is relying on your intuition. Look at the image with her third eye. and she has this balance. The high priestess is a psychic, a medium, getting your answers from within. And because of that, the high priestess also is a card that signifies your intuition. So it also signifies silence. So there could be a change in the way that you guys speak with each other right now, some kind of silence. And there's a woman here, she's silent. So you feel this connection intuitively, or this person does. And then you have your hands out like this if you look at the image. So you have like one hand towards this king and one hand towards this knight. So it's like one person, but it's the same suit. It's showing up in two ways. And that is confirmation of the message that I gave in the beginning. It's like this person is showing up energetically as the King of Wands, as the Emperor, even as like a soul connection, like strong, like you already know it. But then they're showing up in the physical world, because in this hand she has a mirror, so it's like what you physically see as a knight. A knight has the energy of like it could be a fleeting energy, in and out energy. It could be a flirty energy. It's not a king. They're not like, you know, ready to offer anything. It's like a bachelor energy, you know. So you're here just sitting like with trying to focus on your intuition. And you don't know. It's like, I feel this intuitively, like this person feels like a king for me, like they, you know, for me, but they're showing up as a Knight of Wands, but you're staying quiet about it, or you're being pushed to stay quiet about it because this is happening, so you can go within to see if you trust this connection or not. Do you trust that this is supposed to happen? Are you okay with this person showing up as both? This is a high priestess, means don't talk. So it's also like a message to don't get angry about this person or showing up in two different ways. And it's like, it's almost as if it happened suddenly, because for that to be sandwiching, you know, this person, it could be that this happened suddenly. And this might be a test. This might be happening to test your ability to maintain peace and just trust in the universe that this can come together by just keeping silence, keeping sitting pretty. Basically, she's sitting pretty and remembering what you feel, what's real in your intuition. Like, so if you're on one side, you know this person is like a king to you, but they're showing up as a Knight of Wands. If you don't stay as a high priestess, like, you know, just focusing on what you feel intuitively and you're reacting to that, this is not going to go well. Now, this could also be, the high priestess could also be a mistress card. And the Knight of Wands, it could be, do you both have somebody else in your life that you're flirting with? Like, I mean, we'll get into it. If that's the case, they are telling you temperance. No, because the temperance is also about balance, and there's a seesaw there, and that's just emphasizing this message just for the majority of you. I don't truly get that there is an influence of somebody else. If there is a push for you to get rid of that. There is a push for you to stop deflecting. Yeah, look, Three of Swords could literally be a third-party situation. It's also the card of heartbreak. And that goes hand in hand with what I was about to actually say. What I was about to actually say was, if you waste your time right now flirting with somebody else that came in your life when you know you have a soul connection with someone else, let go of the outcome about what's going to happen between you and this person you have a soul connection. If you do that, you are manifesting the energy of control. It's not going to happen. Right now, Wheel of Fortune, they showed me, this is right now a test from the universe to see, number one, do you trust them, what you feel? Number two, do you have the power not to run away from your pain by finding distractions and flirting with other people and getting attention from other people? They're asking you to just focus on yourself right now. Anything that if something's not working out between you and this person, and you're trying to just feel better about yourself and get validation from other people that are flirting with you, or it doesn't have to be a person, from anything, you are deflecting from healing your heart. And the Death card is the death and transformation. And they're saying, don't you understand that this is supposed to be happening so that you can go within and heal what you have to heal so you can come together? Because that's the only way that you will. That's what this is. Temperance, though, is a major arcana, so there is a high possibility that you will reach this, especially with the, yes, especially with the messages that they're giving you now. It's like they led you here for you not to make that mistake, honey. 911. Major arcana cards are, major arcana, if you don't know tarot, it's the cards that have the names High Priestess, Temperance, World. You have 3 here. And the reason they're important are because the cards that have the suits, the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles, signify, you know, mundane things, everyday things. But the cards that are the major arcana hold the most energy, meaning they signify soul lessons, big soul lessons. So this is a soul lesson. If you try to deflect or this other person, but I'm getting, honestly, this you versus them applies to both of you. This is mirroring. If you do things to like deflect from this lesson, you are not going to be able to close out this cycle. You have to be alone right now. So I'm getting like a blame game energy and you don't even realize that you're a part of it. Or you can't deal with rejection, there's abandonment issues, whatever the case may be, and you might be trying to avoid it. Or this person. The World card, I said, is closing out a cycle. I love it. The World card means the ending of an old cycle. That is what we channeled, so I love it when they confirm it. And it's not just an ending, it's a major arcana, so it's an ending for good. Like it's an ending. So that you can have a new life. So that you can master your energy. That's how I see this image over here. Every time I see that ring, that circle that the 10 of Cups also has in this image, in this deck, that doesn't have people, but it has this like a ring of energy. It's contained, and all that energy, it's like contained. You're able to contain your energy in a positive, healing way. Because if you're talking about auras, right? Green signifies your heart chakra and your heart space. And violet is your connection to the divine, your intuition. It's also very healing. And white is pure. So it's like purifying your center. You see your center and containing. And the blue energy right here, that stripe, that blue energy, aren't these the colors on my image in my channel? I don't know. I don't remember my picture, but I feel like that's my background, right? The blue is like a healing energy. So there's a need for you to, instead of being combative, temperance, or this person, but again, it's mirroring, because whatever you give, you're going to receive, and vice versa. It's learning to temper your emotions and your thoughts. Like just no matter what happens, no matter what this person is doing, don't approach it as like you want a relationship. Don't approach it, if it's real love, don't approach it as if this person owes you anything. Let them live their life, because they're learning their own lessons. They have someone else. Let them do whatever they do. Keep your boundaries and show love, and always give temperance. Do you really love this person? Well, you don't really love this person if you're getting pissed off about everything that they do, or how they react, or how they show up. I think they're a king, but they're showing up as a wands, and I want this. No, you have to learn to temper your emotions. If you love unconditionally, that's it. Loving unconditionally doesn't mean that you put up with someone's bullshit, though. It means that respectfully, I love you no matter what. I'm not going to be like chasing you, like, you know, pathetic, giving you everything, but I love you no matter what. So just approach this situation with your third eye, balance. You guys have to figure out, you know, knight versus king. Let them get it out their system, or you get it out your system. In the meantime, balance out your emotions, balance out the situation. This situation is bound to balance out by itself. It's going to. There's a high. Now this, I'm giving you the warning, what they're asking you to do, but the cards that come out here are the likely outcome if you follow this advice. The likely outcome if you follow this advice, this high priestess advice, while this king versus knight situation is happening, is tempering the situation, balancing the situation, and containing this energy and the world, and having the world with this person, and having a wonderful world. Everything will manifest in your life. Okay, and healing this energy, healing the situation, purifying the situation, but it starts with you. And what I was saying was the blue energy signifies it's healing, it's nurturing, it's kind of like the Empress energy, it's love. So it's like always approaching the situation from love anyway. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need. OM Mother G. I love it. OM mother effing G. The freaking Six of Cups. I can't. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I love it, because I was saying, like, first they started with the warning and they were like, but now we're talking about like the most likely outcome if you follow this advice is the Six of Cups. And then where it landed is beautiful. The Six of Cups after the World's card. If you temper your emotions, this will come together. This cycle will close out. Six of Cups is the reconciliation card. And I love this Six of Cups in particular because right in the center, there's two cups. What are the two cups? The two cups is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups in tarot is a connection, a love connection, a bond, a relationship forming. Because I'm getting, it's like you guys have a stroll, have a what's with the baby references lately, like strollers, it's like Freudian slips. As a matter of fact, why do I even have baby powder here right now? That is so random. I'm telling you, I don't know what that's about, but it keeps popping out for someone. And I don't want to get into what's going on in the United States right now. For those of you that are new, I am American, proud to be American, always will be, born and raised, hey, USA. But I moved to the Caribbean. I don't know if I'm going to be here forever. I didn't plan on it, but there's a lot of ish. There's a lot of ish going on in our country right now if you're American in USA. What the hell is going on? I'm not going to start talking politics or whatever, but being that this came up since the abortion laws are like whatever they are right now, I don't know if you're for it or pro it, whatever you are, this whole baby message is more likely than ever because if it happens, it's going to happen. Listen, I'm just saying, not saying that would ever be a choice for any of you. That's not what I'm saying, okay? It's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying, like, even more so. Okay? We just have to be honest. We're all adults here. Everyone has their opinion on that. Six of Cups is the reconciliation card. The Six of Cups is also the card of children. It's also the card of childhood. So this could be closing out cycles in regards to things in your childhood that have affected this situation. But this card shows, again, a balance out of that blue, green, violet energy that we spoke about, the heart chakra coming at like healing, being nurturing. There's a need to like come forward, like approach the situation in more of a sweet, loving way. It might be that because of whatever you went through or whatever childhood wounds you have, attachment trauma, I keep bringing that up, attachment styles, look into that. If you don't have a secure attachment, it's very hard to always approach a connection, like always from a loving, unconditional love place, because you're going to react to things that make you feel abandoned. You're going to react to things that make you feel rejected. But they want you to temper that out and always show love. Like, yeah, it's okay, love, whatever. With boundaries, that's the thing about being securely attached, is that you could love someone unconditionally without having an attachment and getting angry when they don't do what you want and controlling, because you know if it's not going to happen because of what's happening outside, like the way they're acting or whatever, then it's not supposed to. But you can still love someone in the same way that you can be a parent and your kid could end up doing drugs and stuff, but you still love them and you still want the best for them no matter what, whether they you're lucky enough for them to follow the right path, the best path for them, and stay in your home, or if they end up being a runaway. You know, it's that kind of an energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the Six of Cups is a reconciliation, and in this deck it shows Two of Cups. So it's not just talking about childhood and children. This deck in particular, the image emphasizes like a connection. Like that's what's supposed to happen. Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this person or you in particular, like, it's not like the other reading said, like, they know that this is a soul connection, but they genuinely, it's not like they're hiding, like they know they're going to be with you, but they're just keeping quiet to see that if it's going to work out, or you, or vice versa. Like, you're genuinely not sure because of what you're seeing on the outside. You're not sure. And the High Priestess is like, so I'm keeping quiet, I'm keeping balance, and I'm just listening to my intuition while I observe this situation, because I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more for the U section. Wow. OMG. Guys, you know, if you're new, if you go see one of my usual readings, they're like freaking 2 hours. The last one was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. The reason I channel so much is because I have visions. I don't need cards. I told you, no validation, but I channel all the cards before they come out. But they show it to me. I see them. It's just my reality since I was a child. I saw this. I saw this. The Ten of Swords, man. the Ten of Swords. But what a place to end here, after all this beauty here. But you know, I don't read reversals, so I'm not gonna do that thing where, like, if it's convenient for me to pull it in reverse, I'm going to. But it did fall in reverse, so I am gonna honor that to a degree, meaning Ten of Swords in reverse means like not ending, not officially ending, and like this is self-sabotage, because that woman there is like, you're alone, like, because there's 9 swords on her back and her brain, like the 9 of Swords, and it's kind of like the 9 of Swords plus the Ace of Swords that we got here. If you don't take that Ace of Swords, like that ace right here, that one sword is the last sword. It's like, you see that it's standing out, stabbing her hand down, like you officially can't do anything about it. The biggest the chance here is not having this end, but I have to stay true to, if I say no reversals, I'm not just gonna pull it. I'm gonna point out how it came out to honor that, but I'm gonna be honest. Now this sucks, because we're talking about, like, yes, you temper your emotions, you close out the cycle, you reconcile, and then the Ten of Swords. We're gonna get into this, but is it possible that this already happened? Or again, it's a warning, meaning this person came forward as a king, or you, I'm gonna give this another shot, right? Even though they were looking the other way, maybe it actually didn't fully come together. Their presence was like, they showed up, or you showed up, even though it wasn't spoken, High Priestess, right? Because you weren't sure. I'm like, is this for real? And somehow you guys had a good connection. You thought that everything was being tempered. Temperance, World's card. You were like really on the verge of reconciling, and then boom, it ends because of a thought pattern or something. And now it's like everything was sabotaged. Could that be? Right? Let's see. We're gonna hold on. 9 of Swords again as I split it. That's what it is. Because this is like the current energy, but this can change, because to have all these, yes, this can change. Ace of Swords. We literally got the 9 of Swords plus the Ace of Swords before, which is the 10 of Swords. Did you just see me shuffle this and split it twice? We got the same 2 cards. So the thing is, I feel like this happened or is about to happen, but they're telling you that there is still an opportunity for change. But if you approach this in a way that does not look, I have to, and then we're gonna pull for them. And if you approach this in a way that does not represent the Empress and the Death, you're gonna end up at the 10 of Swords, like it's done. Even if it's unconditional love, I have to be honest. Again, you could take it as it resonates. It could be the other person. The Empress is the embodiment of all queens. You see this deck in particular shows somebody like literally in the Caribbean or in a tropical island or somewhere. Doesn't have to be the Caribbean. It could be like Thailand or something, right? Like, but she's there. She's an open book. She's chilling. And there's a big emphasis on like controlling your emotions and having unconditional love. Like, that's why that sun is there, that peace. The Death is an ending to anything that had you react to thing. Again, I said it could be attachment wounds, it could be feelings of rejection, etc. Being triggered by this person, like showing up in 2 different ways. Like, just let it be. If this behavior pattern, this thought pattern does not transform within both of you or one of you, then that is what could happen. But they're saying that there is still a possibility, even though you don't see it, there could have been an ending for this to change. Now let's pull 7 for them. Again, these are supposed to be quicker. These are supposed to be quicker, and they are. We're gonna get to. They're more to the point. But sometimes they'll be a little longer than others. You know, it depends on the messages that I'm getting. But listen, I'm sorry, but somebody needs to control. I was gonna say it again. Somebody needs to control their anxiety and their thoughts. And 9 of Swords, you're worried. Somebody's worried. Somebody's losing their shit. Somebody thinks this is over. There was an ending 10 of Swords. Somebody thinks this is over. There's no hope. You feel bad. You feel sad. You're having sleepless nights. Okay? You feel bad. You feel bad because there was an opportunity to come together. Everything was going good. 6 of Cups, World's card. Like there was some kind of hope here, and then boom, now you feel terrible. They feel like backstab. There's something happened. You take it as it resonates. But what I'm getting for that, first of all, that came out like 12,000 times, so you can't deny it. But one thing I can't ignore is that the 10 of Swords, number one, I channeled it, but the 10 to the 9 is also a regression. It's moving back. So you could keep going backwards, meaning like the 10 of Swords is like the ultimate. It's from Ace to 10, like it's done. But if we're going from 10 of Swords and then I see this 9 of Swords, it means like there's still one more chance to go backwards and heal your 9 of Swords energy, your, you know, this anxiety, and change this. Even if this person or you might be 100% convinced like there's no hope here, but there is, even if they don't see it yet, because you're being given an opportunity from the universe. That's what I'm seeing. Let's pull 7 for them. It seems like this one is going to be a little bit longer than the usual you versus them, because I channeled for like 14 minutes, but that's what we got. What's this? 6 of Pentacles for them. Again, it could be vice versa. There's a huge, like, you know, I need peace kind of energy. There's that 6 of Pentacles. There's that 6 of Pentacles, which is balance, the need for balance. Oh my God. Didn't I emphasize I posted on the community post, I saw a peacock open its feathers, and I posted the spiritual meaning, and I said, go read that because it has something to do with the message today. Doesn't this, like, the peacock has those like eye looking circles on their feathers, and it opens exactly like that. It opens exactly that way. Like a half moon, and then around its head with its beak, even though this is a person, like it looks like it has a beak, it has this like little purple feather area. That is a confirmation. That just stood out to me. So go to my community tab and read that. 4 of Wands. That came out last reading. I love it. The 4 of Wands is home, family. It's a union. It's a, literally, in the traditional tarot, it shows 2 people getting married. It's a family. It's a union. The number 4 in numerology signifies stability. But what always stands out to me in this particular deck, is that like all the cards, not all of them, but that signify like ultimate union or marriage, they don't have people in it. Some of them do though, but they don't have people in it. You know, and it's a card that signifies like marriage coming together. So what I'm getting is like High Priestess on top of it because it's you versus them. See, like there is no speaking that this is even a possibility coming together in that way. There's no speaking about it, but intuitively, see that third eye? It is known intuitively, like that even if you can even subconsciously trick yourself or this person that it's like not even like, I'm done. But it's there. You can't get rid of that energetically. But the 4 of Wands, like I said, that's stability. So what they're saying is for this to happen, there's a need for you. There's one person here for balance to happen on your own so that you can build a stable foundation on your own. You have to create that box, that home, that enclosed, that stable foundation on your own for this to even happen. And this goes, for this to even happen, look, the Fool card, for someone to take a leap of faith, for both of you to take a leap of faith for this to happen. If you are able to manifest it and change, it's almost like this, because the 6 of Cups, the World card, and Temperance, but then the 10 of Swords, this is the energy of like, every time I think this person changed, I think this cycle's done and we are about to reconcile, they do the same shit. So you're losing hope. So that's what it is. Unless both of you show that you've created a box for yourselves. That's the only way that you're going to come together and be able to form a union. And to be honest, again, if you feel like you can't handle that, then you're not ready for a union anyway. And even if you do come into one, again, with the 9 of Wands, stop distracting yourselves with like random people that you know, to distract you from a soul connection. It's not the same. Stop it. Because the truth is, then what you're going to end up doing is, yeah, you can come together with someone just as toxic as you somewhere, and you're going to connect, you could get married or whatever, but that foundation's not there, then you still have a 50% chance, like the 50% statistic of a divorce rate right now. So great, it works out, and then you're divorced in 5 years. Is that what you want? So I do not blame this person, and I do not blame you for having lack of trust and not being sure where this is going. Because if you're going towards marriage or you want something serious, you want to really make sure, especially if you're a particular age, that you're not messing around with your life. That's what's going on right now. It's being realistic and knowing I'm willing to love this person unconditionally, but I'm also willing to let them go, because it's not about attachment. It's not about control. It's about, we know, there is a clear knowing that energetically we have a bond, and we always will, and we always will love each other unconditionally no matter what the hell happens. But as a union in the physical, if we know that we don't have the capacity, or we've been unwilling to heal projected patterns that have affected our life and our ability to connect romantically, why would we want to put, I rather save, is what I'm getting, I rather save the unconditional love that we have for each other than fake it, than act like we're stable, come together, and end up tarnishing that unconditional love because of all the freaking damage that we caused. That's the truth. So it's in your hands right now. It's in your hands. As I said that, it's a hand holding a cup of love. You can't make it up. Divine Spirit's present like a mother effer right now. Usually these readings should be done already. You versus them, not supposed to be this long. They're coming through like a mother effer right now. I said it's in your hands. Look at it right here. It's in your hands if you're going to open up this heart space. Look at that blue and that green, that heart space. It's in your hands. Cups signify your love, your emotions. It's in your hands. Aces, again, signify brand new beginnings. This is an offer of love. This is an offer, a brand new beginning in love. Someone professing their love. Next to the Four of Wands, it's like a brand new beginning in love, professing their love. I want to be with you. I want to create a home with you, but I only want it if it's balanced. Six of Pentacles. And if you're resisting that, ask yourself why. Because do you want something that's not balanced? Or do you just want this person because you want this person? Why the hell would you want this person if you love them so much and be unbalanced? Is it because you think that you could work on this together? Sure, you can to a certain point, but not if you don't have at least some kind of stability, some kind of trust between you guys. Because somebody needs to feel and getting secure that they don't have to pick up the pieces for somebody else. Okay? That's 3. Oh, jeez. Oh. Princess of Swords. It's the another name for the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords could be a text message, communication, spying, researching, a couple of things. Somebody might be expressing their love to you, or vice versa, you versus them. Somebody might be sending a text, a message saying, look, I really love you. I do want this love with you. There's going to be open communication about the desire to make this work, but also a communication about why it's not working, why it needs to be over. 10 of Swords. This could be coming out of nowhere, because see this Ace of Cups, I'm seeing this dark energy underneath. It's like this message of love is coming from the shadows. It could even be like a drunk call, because I just saw that in my head, and it's also like coming out of liquid, like being poured out. I don't know, because you know the Ace of Cups is a cup, but in this deck, this glass looks like an alcohol, like a whiskey glass, does it not? Does it not? It could be someone. So, but either way, there's going to be some kind of a communication about, listen, like, I really do love you. I really do want this, but there's too much shadow energy right now. There needs to be some kind of balance. And I did get that peacock image here, and I posted it on the community page of the peacock. When they open their feathers like that, it's a profession of, it's a mating. That's how they court women, court female peacocks. You know, and show off. So it's like somebody's gonna open up, like the peacock, like open up and say what they feel. The Hermit, though, now that's interesting, isn't it? Someone's in between this happening. Oh, who's in between this happening? The freaking Emperor. The freaking Emperor. Whoever's in the masculine energy, that is the person that's doing this right now. I mean, what a dichotomy. How do you have a communication card and then you have a hermit? Okay. But that's what I'm saying. So the communication is going to happen. There's going to be some kind of slight communication where this information is going to come out, or you're going to know everything that I'm saying is going to be discussed. But this Emperor card always stands out to me. If you see, is being restrained by a bear. Like, he looks like he wants to stand up and be the emperor, but like he's holding himself back. He's holding himself back, you see? From like showing up like a real emperor because of this situation, or you vice versa, like holding, like they love you to death, but there's no trust here, especially because this card is underneath for the other person's side, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is the reconciliation card. So it's like, you know, inside this person really wants to, but they just don't feel like they could. So how we have this communication card, but then we have the Hermit, and the Hermit is not talking, but keeping silent. So you might not even know that this is what's going through this person's mind, or you might know, but just only intuitively, because the High Priestess knows everything intuitively. But I love the Hermit. It's not the Hanged Man. If it was the Hanged Man, I'd be like, because the Hanged Man is just like not talking and just being stubborn as hell, like I'm not doing it. But the Hermit's different. The Hermit is, I'm not speaking because I'm going within to reflect on whatever's holding me back. And what's interesting, when I see the Hermit next to the Emperor, it's interesting to me. So I don't know if you've ever read the history of tarot, but the history of the Hermit, it's the Emperor that lost it all from being arrogant. Again, all of that has to do with the peacock. Go read the freaking meaning. From being arrogant, from being materialistic, from being controlling, like all the shadow energies of what an emperor could be. And because of that, he lost it all. He lost the trust of his empire. He lost the trust of his empress. He lost the trust of, of people relying on this person. And he lost it all. So he had no choice but to become the Hermit, go up to a mountain and reflect on what he has done. And again, it could be she. Honestly, this could even be you or both of you. And this Hermit, you see, is show, because I say that because it's the Emperor, but there's a woman on this side and as the Hermit, and she's facing a mirror, like to look at herself. But you'll see she's there like facing a mirror, but she's kind of looking, she's like almost looking directly at it, but she's still kind of not. So it's like you're kind of like, or this person kind of still avoiding that. So somebody's restraining from professing this love, even though deep down inside they really want this, or you, because there's a lack of trust that this is like ever going to come together. Now, the Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords, is also a researcher, somebody analyzing a situation or gathering information. So underneath the Temperance, one or both of you could literally be taking a period to yourselves, Hermit card, before offering love, to like research and just observe. Again, because the High Priestess observes you, to observe if somebody can temper their emotions, if somebody could come correct. Like gathering information. See, that sword right there has light to see, can I actually be the Emperor? Can I actually show up? Can I actually reconcile? Or does this need to end? You see how all of this is here? Whatever comes out here is going to be significant, because it's going to be like, this is going to be a choice. You guys are in observation mode, you see. This sword here for the Princess of Swords is like, it's bent this way with the light. So but they're looking at the Ace of Cups. So it's like right now you are, or this person's in Hermit card, like in Hermit mode. They literally are the Emperor. So there's like massive love here. But the sword is leaning towards the Hermit, not the Ace of Cups. So it's like in being in between, like I said, like you're looking at the love and wanting to offer it, but that's in the shadow. So the sword is, the light right now is on the Hermit. It's on the, I have to think about it. I have to see if this person like can see their shadow, because they're not looking at the mirror right now. Someone's not taking responsibility for their shit. Like I try to come and be balanced and start the stability over here and offer love, but it always sinks into this shadow. Like this black, it's the Ace of Cups. It's a brand new beginning in love. All that like dark energy is still there, man. So this person like sees the love, or you, but is also seeing that shadow energy, and they're like, I cannot have a stability without this. So there's like a pause here, but there's still hope. Yeah, look, pause. Two of Swords. Two of Swords is not talking. That came out last reading too. You could actually, this is also the card of blocking. You could be blocked right now. You could be blocked. You could have blocked this person. Or there's a blockage in communication. There's a shortage of communication. Or because of whatever happened, your communication is not the same. It's like at one point, you guys were almost there. And now it's like 1 minute King, 1 minute Knight of Wands. Like in and out. Or like there's been a change here in dynamic. Like a retracting of love. And but whether or not this person is conscious that they're doing this for an outcome, like I'm doing this, holding that because I want to see if this person can change. It could honestly be like both of you are like literally convinced like this is done because of all this happening, but there's still hope. But there's still hope. Eight of Pentacles is working on something. In the traditional tarot, it shows, no, it's Eight of Pentacles is working on something. But look at what's at the bottom and look what's at the top here. Again, with the freaking, listen. And then look at what's at the top and the bottom here. I have to pull it out. And the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is deception. Seven of Swords is deception. It's also self-deception too. Because there's that woman again. The moon is the shadow with that freaking dark energy. She has the Ace of Swords in her back. Like you still have that Ace of Swords, that lack of clarity, which is right there, and you're using it to deceive yourself. Nine of Swords again. You're in your head. There is a big 911. There's a big chance right now that you will destroy this connection. Okay, honestly, or this person. And if it's this person, you can help the situation just by you being in the right energy. 5555. When I said that, that's crazy. I just looked at my device when I said that. I don't always look at my device at the numbers. Do you know what 5555 means? The more that you see the number 5, the more amplified the energy is. The number 5 signifies change, the need for change. Look it up. Angel number or numerology number 5. 5 of Wands was at the top. 9 of Swords for the 80th time. So that's an emphasis. The 5 of Wands is conflict. So there's arguments, there's conflict. That's what it is. But like I said, there is an energy of being able to work towards this. And they're confirming that again. The Fool card, we saw it before, is in order to have a brand new clear beginning and take a leap of faith. But notice this 8 of Pentacles. It's this person painting all of those colors, which we emphasized before. Again, that brush is on that green, that heart space. Your heart space is not open, honey. Someone's being in hermit mode is like so that you can work on yourself. That's the only way you're going to come together. I'm going to pull an oracle for you and an oracle for them. Again, it could be flip-flopped. You take it as it resonates. See what the energy is here. Oh my God. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Everything that we confirmed. There it is. There it is. And look what's here. This keeps coming out every reading. I kid you not. Healing family issues. Your love, it literally says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. It doesn't even say family issues like you have family issues with this person. Please Google attachment styles. There's anxious attachment. There's disorganized, fearful, avoidant attachment. There's a dismissive, avoidant attachment. And there's secure attachment. Everything that you have an issue with in your life connecting with love has to do with your attachment style, and that comes from your parents, and that's confirmation. It says it right here. Okay? It says it right here, depending on how they showed up and gave you love. That's what's happening right now. You need something needs to die within you for this to come together. This is your soulmate though. Look at you. You're supposed to. And what's interesting is that in the last you versus them, the soulmate card came out in the other position for the other person. Again, take it as it resonates, but it did come out in like the on this side. So there's a mutual connection. I'm getting that it's the same group. What's this one? You deserve. I'm done. If you didn't see the last one, then you don't know why I'm done. And I'm not really done. Oh my God. You both are going through this at the same time. You saw me shuffle. Go look at it. In the last one, we got you deserve love up here, and we got soulmate down here. So you guys are going back and forth into this energy. It's like flip-flopping, flip-flopping, flip-flopping. The only thing you could do is just surrender and love unconditionally and see if somebody just stops flip-flopping. Because if this person starts to flip-flop, then you don't flip-flop. When you're ready not to flip-flop, they flip-flop. When they're ready not to flip-flop anymore, you start flip-flopping. That's what a soul connection is. So it's your choice what you want to do with this. This card, you deserve love, you are lovable, came out here, and the soulmate came out here. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it's like the roles have reversed now. Oh my God. So you could have been the one, or take it as it resonates, that, you know, this almost came together and you were like doing good, showing up well, and then something happened, boom. Now you're back trying to make this work, and now they're like, but now I don't trust you, boom, and it keeps going back and forth. There is lost hope here, I have to be honest. There's lost hope. Someone's trying to go down another path, whatever, but the love's there, so you're supposed to come together. This is your soulmate. Again, you are lovable with the family issues. That's what it is, whether you realize it or not. Depending on how your parents showed you love, you might not be conscious of it, because 95 of your actions comes from the subconscious. That is why your heart space may be closed, or you push, you have rejection issues, abandonment issues, all of that. You sabotage relationships with this person, both of you, because it's mirroring, obviously. And that's why. And you could be, because, and there's, don't have shame in it. You feel guilty. You could feel humiliated because of that. Don't. You might not even be aware, because you could be the most confident person on the outside. You could be beautiful. Everyone thinks like, wow, she has it all together. He has it all together. He's gorgeous. Everybody wants this person to look whatever. And you might honestly be a confident person and carry yourself that way. But let's say you grew up with a parent that every single day said, I wish you weren't born. Or you know, they didn't give you love. They made you feel like you weren't lovable. Or they criticized you on a regular basis, made you feel like you weren't worthy. It doesn't matter if you don't go within and reparent yourself. Anytime it transfers into how you, it's the first example you have of love. So it transfers into how you connect with other people. So the moment that you connect romantically, you could have, and the thing about these kind of situations, because it says your parents, is that a lot of times it's hard to be understood, because you can be a very loving person and show up in your career with friends in a beautiful way, and everybody loves you, and that's why you could blame the other person, because you're like, I don't have these issues with anyone else. But the reason you don't have these issues with anyone else, honey, is because this only shows up when it's intimate, when it's romantic, because that's when it gets close to your heart like that. You understand? So if you had someone, let's say your parent criticized you on a regular basis, etc., etc., the moment someone tries to show you love, you don't even realize, you don't feel worthy of it, or you push it away or sabotage it. You don't even know what to do with it, even though you think you do, or you just don't feel lovable. You don't feel you can maintain it. Oh my God, you guys love each other so damn much, though. All right, I'm going to pull likely outcome for this person 2 cards, and then for you, and then that's it, because I can get carried away and make this a 2-hour reading. Got to remind myself that it's not. Ace of Wands, brand new passionate beginning. I love it, because we're talking about this person. I said 2 cards. They're the ones that are coming forward. Again, take it as it resonates. King of Wands, Knight of Wands. It's still the same suit, Wands. The likely outcome is this person choosing to have a new beginning, and let's just give that wand to you. Hold on. Damn it. But look at the mutual energy. Oh my God, look, it's a different deck. The 9 of Swords again. This person wants to offer this passionate new beginning, but your hands are tied, because there's so much overthinking, this anxiety, you guys don't trust each other. There was an ending. There's a 10 of Swords again. Here it's a woman bleeding out. Here's a man bleeding out. But the sun is in the middle, which came out before when I was shuffling. Remember, the sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's illumination, it's clarity with the death. I said, but there's still, I love this. I'm so excited. I love when they confirm, guys. Because before I even pulled the cards, I said, I saw the death card, and I was saying, what was I doing? I was comparing the 10 of Swords and the death card before I even pulled the cards. I said, I know I see the death card, but the death card is a sign that there's still hope to transform this, even though they also showed me the 10 of Swords. which is like an ending. And then we got the Ten of Swords here, and I'm like, damn, I channeled that, but I don't see like anything to transform here. Here it is, because it was meant to come out with the sun in the middle. I kid you not. You feel like there's an ending. There was a passionate beginning somehow between you and this person. Things were getting passionate. You started to trust each other, and then boom, you tied yourself up. There was an ending. Both of you feel defeated. There's a female, there's a male. Could be same sex, you get it. But that was the message. They just confirmed everything I channeled in the beginning. The message was, but there's still hope here. Hermit, even though you're going within, there's some kind of silence or whatever, or keep silent, just really just meditate. This is supposed to end. The Sun card is illumination, clarity, happiness. They never got me to the deck for no reason. This image always stands out to me because you see their face. It's supposed to be the happiest card, but the way that they look at each other, it's like, I have gone through so much with you. I like can't stand you. I have so much hurt inside with you, but I love you. And we're gonna have a new beginning. Sunflowers mean new beginning. And we're gonna transform this death card. It's like you're at a place right now where it's really Ten of Swords, but you still have a chance to transform this. You don't even know it. Wow, that's powerful. And I'm going to pull 2 for the other party on this side of likely. This is the likely outcome, by the way. And that was the message, was that likely outcome right now seems like it sucks. But no, this is the 911. But no, we have the Sun, dead center. They actually want me to pull 2 from another deck for the other person. What the heck? These are supposed to be shorter. Yup. The Hierophant, number 1. I emphasize the number 5. The Hierophant is the number 5. There's a need for change. There's a possibility for change. I said this is the likely outcome. It's also commitment. So it's also commitment to change, and also a commitment to, if there's a commitment to change, like with the Lover's card. Oh my God, and the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords, which I have to pull it out because we got it like 12 times. The Ace of Swords is clarity. This is like, if you make the commitment to change, hold on to that sword. You were in the 9 of Swords. Don't make that sword the 10 of Swords. You can still change that, transform that, Lovers, because there's love here. Soul love. Look, this is Adam and Eve. This is soul love. This will end up being a commitment. Wow, I could keep going as if this is like a 2-hour reading because this is so beautiful, but I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm guided to just pull one of these Southern Oracles, 2 of them, and then that's it. This card keeps stalking us. Okay. Oi, hold on. Let me shuffle. Just 2. If that ain't truth, grits ain't groceries. Number 30. Believe it, trustworthiness. Watch out for signs, intuition, lucidity, the real deal. This is literally the entire message we've been talking about. Your intuition is the high priestess, so you feel this, right? But there is a need for someone to believe that this person, or you, or both of you, that there's trustworthiness here, because you guys do not trust each other. So you guys are currently Princess of Swords, taking in, like, really observing every little thing that you do. So be cautious how you show up, because you're being watched for signs of trustworthiness, and so are you. You guys are on edge. And once you have lucidity, which is clarity, that you guys are the real deal, you will connect. But it's in your hands. You have to believe, because you guys don't believe in each other right now. What the heck? I said 2. And there's like an aggression here. You see me? You feel me? Jeez. Nine. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Self-love. You deserve love. You're lovable. I told you that's what it is. Self-love, relaxation, regeneration, satiety within replenishment. Told you, if mama ain't happy on the inside, if you don't have self-love, nobody is happy here. Told you. That's what this is about. You have to replenish your soul. You have to have satiety from within, which means like abundance and fulfillment from within, so you could regenerate this. and relaxation. There's a need to relax because there's a lot of controlling energy here that you're sabotaging. And again, vice versa. It could be both of you, but I'm getting it's one party more than the other because that keeps coming out in every reading like that. I have to be honest. I said 2, but they said 1 more. This is long, actually. Hold on. This is long. What the heck? Whoa, look how that bent. Did you see that? Just destroyed this card. 3, how's your mom, Nem? Your people, reach out, strong roots, connection, presence, reunion, and foundation. And under here it says family tree. I told you, number 1 is the family issues you need to heal. Number 2, there was some kind of aggression because of family roots. That's why this card just bent like that. But there's a reunion. And you guys are connected at the soul level. You have deep roots. You're meant to, you know, and keep creating that. But there is like a need not to have control, because that card was just like it almost controlled me. All right, I'm going to stop here because this is not supposed to be one of these 2-hour readings. Tell me how you like these lives. Love and light.